Hi guys. Sorry I wasn't uh, publishing anything yesterday, but I had a really busy day in a good way. Um, Not gonna go into details, but it was very enjoyable. Um, and actually, there's something that's been on my mind for a few days now that I'd like to share with you. Something that's been pretty difficult for me since I become pregnant, and that's it's always been hard for me to ask for help. Um, it I don't know. It's the way I was brought up. It's gonna be independent. Don't ask. There's also the fear of rejection, the fear of someone saying no, and also the fear of appearing needy. And I'm the strong, independent woman. I shouldn't be asking for help. She's very much what I got from my mother. Bless her. She was very hardworking. She still is. Um, and she's always struggled asking for help. So no wonder I've inherited uh, this trait. But since I become pregnant, what I realize is, especially, pardon me, being single mom, I can't afford not to ask for help. I can't afford not to reach out. Um, this is not just about me anymore. It's about my baby. And it's when they say, when you go through hard times, is when you realize who your friends are. It is true. My circle of acquaintances and friends have narrowed considerably since this has happened. But also, actually, it has grew by a few people that I wasn't even expecting. And that's okay, like it's what's been amazing is realizing that not, yes, I'll ask as many people as I can because not everyone will be able to say yes for whatever reasons. And it's not a reflection on me or the fact that they don't want to help, it's just they're not able to, and that's okay. So, what I've learned is, if there's any specific issue I need help with, reaching out to more than just one person is more likely to get you the help you need from the right person who is actually able to give it without it being a massive difficulty for them. Um, and I started with little things to kind of train myself to do that. So, like asking people to, for example, come to my speaking gig or ask people to my book launch. I just invited everyone, and I knew that most people just won't be able to make it for various reasons. They don't want to, they don't like it, they're on holidays, um, they have other commitments, whatever. So I knew I will get a lot of no's, but I was okay with that because I also knew I'll get at least one yes, and that's all I needed. I just needed one person to be able to support me, and I got more than one, and it was amazing. So that's these kind of things I start to practice with, but then there are things that were much more difficult to say yes to, and that's when I was looking for accommodation and stuff. Yet I still received help and support, and it's been amazing. And for more than just one person, I've been offered help, and people really reached out and stepped up and been supporting me in a way that I could never expect, and it's been absolutely amazing, and it's made things a little easier. Not easy, but a little easier. And reaching out for help, it's not easy yet, but it's becoming um, less painful. I do have to swallow my pride a lot, but it's got to be done. Like I need to right now. I need to focus on myself, my health, my well-being, so I can support my child. Obviously, his well-being and health. It's the center of my universe right now. My baby means everything, and I'm fortunate enough to have friends who understand that. Um, who constantly reach out to me, ask how I am, if I need anything, who who are not too upset if I don't reach out for them, which is really good, because it's not that I don't care about my friends anymore, or that I don't care how they are, what they do. Thanks to social media, I'm quite aware, as long as they're telling the truth on the social media, whether they're doing it right or not. But it's just my capacity for focusing on anything else but my baby. It's quite diminished. And it's not just my baby, it's still, trying to figure out the accommodation. I still don't know where I'm going to live when my baby's born. That's taking quite a bit of my mental capacity. Starting a new job, learning all about it and stuff. So that's been taking quite a bit. And there's still a few other bits and pieces I'm trying to sort out, to be able to provide for my baby and myself. And I have few friends who need me right now, and I'm there for them. But I have a lot of friends who are just fine for now. So they know they can reach to me if they actually need me. But they also know that just because I'm not in touch doesn't mean that I don't love them anymore, don't care about them. And that's really reassuring, and it's lovely. And people do make effort to meet up with me every so often. So even if I meet a friend once a month, it accumulates. So I do see at least once a week I see someone, to get some hugs and some TLC, and sometimes just a phone call. But it does help, and it feels amazing, and I feel really held and supported by the right people, and I feel like I can lean on them. It is hard. It is hard for me to trust people, to lean on them. It's hard for me to ask for help, and it is hard when they say no. I'm not gonna lie. It's not pleasant feeling, because it triggers stuff from my past. It triggers feelings of rejection and all that. But it is becoming easier, and as I said, the center of my universe is my baby now, and I'll do anything, absolutely anything for this baby, including asking for help. So do reach out, especially if you're a single mom. Don't do this alone, because you don't have to. Like it's such a, we're not meant to do this alone. Like we're not even meant to just do it alone with our partner. There's always, for centuries, thousands of years, bringing children up was a matter of community. You always had quite a few people around you who would help you with lots of different aspects of child rearing. Helping you, teach you how to do this, helping you in the first few weeks after the baby was born. There were people who could advise you, who could guide you, who could look after the child if you need to do anything. It's the community was there, and you didn't even have to ask. It was just something that was there. Unfortunately, after the Second World War, the family units have broken up a lot, and the community have broken up a lot, because people had to move different locations. We kind of started to move more into the cities, and became more isolated, and it's a small units. And so when things don't go according to plan, and you don't end up with that small unit that of kind of husband, wife, kids, possibly parents of one of them, you become very isolated and quite alone. And I don't have family here. I have just the family I've created that consists of my friends. But also they live their lives, they have their responsibilities and their issues and their problems. So they can't be there for me 24/7. I don't have a partner I can rely on. So it is challenging time, but I'm very, very grateful for the community I have. And what I encourage you to do is create that community. Even if you already have the child, still reach out, go to those play groups or, children's centers, meet people, create a community around you that you can reach out to and rely on, because it's essential for your mental health, for your well-being, as well as your child's. So don't hesitate and do it. Community is the way forward. All right, that's all I've got to say on this subject, but I think it's really important. And feel free to share your experiences or any questions. I'd be very happy to have a discussion on this subject. So take care.